Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another DevPro Duel video, part 3 of my review of the new Monarch support coming out in a new set, Secrets of Eternity I believe it's called, if I'm not mistaken. So the new support, obviously we got Mega Caius, the new Mega Monarch. I'm only playing 1 in the main deck. Eventually I dropped it. Yeah, I started with playing 3, but yeah, 3 in the main deck is obviously too much. But again, Mega Caius is obviously very good against a deck like Burning Abyss, Shadows, because you can use Stormfort to tribute their Dark Monster and get Mega Caius' extra effect, banishing 2 monsters on the field, or 2 cards on the field, extra 1000 burn damage. That's obviously very good. But against a deck like Satellarknights or Glyforts, Mega Caius isn't really that good. So that's only that's why I'm only playing 1 in the main deck. We also got Grudge of the Monarchs to search out the Monarch Stormfort, and also the new generic rank 2 Exceed Centauria. That's its name. But yeah, again, if you missed out on part 1 and 2, I'll leave the links in the video description, so feel free to check it out. Anyway, let's see some duels. Okay, so a few test duel against Satellarknights. Satellarknights is kind of 50-50 because they obviously have their rank 4 exceeds, but yeah, both Abyss Dweller and what's it called, Rhapsody, the rank 4 exceed that banishes the cards from the grave. Those are MVPs in this matchup. Most of the time I let the Satellarknight players start. But yeah, then again, if they open very well with DNAP, they do have the advantage to go for the early Dweller or Rhapsody. Then again, it's yeah, as I said, it's pretty much a 50-50 matchup against Satellarknights. Again, the very nice situation where the opponent flips over his emptiness in the semi-phase on the Treeborn Frog effect. I let the chain go through and start a new chain with Mystical Space Typhoon on the set, so I can destroy the emptiness in the process and then get Light and Darkness Dragon on board. Normally I should have been in a very good position, but yeah, that breakthrough skill ever since the card is released is just so good against Frogmonarchs in general. Like you can just banish it from your grave to negate the face-up Light and Darkness Dragon or the Vanity's Fiend or the Majesty's Fiend. The card is just so good in this matchup for the Satellarknight player. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not able to bounce back the emptiness, and he can go for a second Castel to bounce back the Ryza. I'm in a decent position, but I need to draw Monarchs tributes, and I do. I think, yeah, drawing the Light and Darkness Dragon was my best tribute I could have drawn. Yeah, because of the Stormfort, and I can get it on the field. But I think he's eventually going to scoop it up. Yeah, doesn't really matter. Because of all the minuses. Anyway, he has an excellent start with DNAP to search out the Altair and set Warning, set the Prison, set the Bottomless. And yeah, I think we know he has a Warning, so I'm forced to already lure out a Warning with Stormfort, so I already have to burn a Stormfort, which is something I don't like to do because of the emptiness. I want to keep my Stormfort, just in case if they flip over emptiness, I can, yeah, obviously my Treeborn is blocked, so I can use a Stormfort to tribute their monster and bounce back or destroy something, and in the process destroy their emptiness. So yeah, there is that Mathematician to set up the Treeborn, but yeah, then again, he has the ability to go for that rank 4 exceed, so either Abyss Dweller or Rhapsody to block my Treeborns, and that's why the Satellarknight matchup is so difficult. And yeah, it's also one of the reasons why I want to keep it Stormfort, like here now. It's such a bummer that I needed to waste my Stormfort early on, since I would have been able to use it now on the Abyss Dweller to get the Ryza on board and so on. But here, yeah, I think it's pretty much game over. There is a Rhapsody to banish both the Treeborn and the Ronin. Then again, I'm still live in a duel because of the swap. I have the Mega Mobius that I can potentially mill with swap to get the special summon and go for a Monarch summon. But yeah, because of the Dweller he can use now to block the Treeborn Engrave, that's just a game over. Yeah, I can go for Caius, but he has the Nova. The Constellation Factor, I believe it's called Nova, no. I can't remember its TCG name. Yeah, that pretty much seals up the deal. So GG. He gets a start, he sets up the Omega, obviously because of the Stormfort, which was a very good play, set the MST. But yeah, most of the time I just like to keep my MST in my hand, again, for the possibly emptiness, so I can nicely destroy something else, and then the emptiness also gets destroyed in the process. I drop the Gorse, obviously forced to drop the Gorse on his Omega attack. There is the Castel, which is very decent to bounce back the Gorse. But again, I don't have a Treeborn setup, and that's not a good... yeah, that's obviously priority number one. You need to set up that Treeborn frog as quickly as possible. That's also one of the reasons why I'm playing 8 outs, 2 open with Treeborn, so 3 Treeborn, 3 swap, the Foolish, and 1 Mathematician. And yeah, 2 Duality to increase the chances. There is the Palladius, and yeah, again, I don't have a Treeborn setup. The best draw I could have here was a Stormfort, and luckily I do, so use Stormfort to tribute this Palladius, or yeah, Paladinemo, that's his name, apologies, to get that Light and Darkness Dragon on board. So I think, okay, I'm in a very good position. But he flips over the God of the Hunted, and he makes a good play to reborn his Honest. And just like how spirits work in the end phase, he can activate his Honest multiple times to keep bouncing it back to his hand to downgrade the Light and Darkness Dragon, and he eventually can attack for game. Kinda cheap. I should have won this one, but. Yeah, it's if you don't get, if you're not able to set up your Treeborn, and yeah, especially if you're playing against a deck like Satellarknights, they can or they at least have very nice answers to Treeborn in the form of Dweller or Rhapsody. It's just very hard to match up. Yeah, this is also one of the reasons why Satellarknights is also a very difficult matchup. If they start, that is, like if you normal summon swap, you are hoping that they don't have Solemn Warning to negate your swap frog summon. And now, because you're playing against Satellarknights, you are hoping that they don't open with Factor. You don't, they don't open with Alpha. It's pretty much an extra warning, right? If you activate your swap, and he did have, yeah, the Factor. So again, no Treeborn setup. Although I can recover with both the Stormfort and the Gorse. He makes the minor mistake, the mistakes that most people make. Normally, he should just attack over the Ryza and not attack into the Gorse. And I think the better move here was to go for Ryza, send back his Deltaros to bypass its effect, and yeah, a bit reckless attack into his open field, bring him very low on life points. But again, very unfortunate he has a Dark Hole. A kinda a cheap way to get over my field, or at least destroy my field. He goes for the Cowboy, puts me on a Time Bomb. I draw into Stormfort, so if I had a Treeborn in the grave, I would have been pretty much alive in the duel. Then again, he would have probably yeah, gone for Dweller or Rhapsody, so yeah, the game would have definitely been for him. So GG. So yeah, Mega Caius isn't really that good against Satellarknights, because obviously I can't get the advantage of the Dark, at least yeah, tribute their Dark monster with Stormfort, and banish 2 cards, and so on. So that's one of the reasons why Caius isn't really that good against them, or at least yeah, Mega Caius that is. But yeah, this should be around, yeah, this should be the main deck. Post the new set, but yeah, then again, it's still testing. Again, the new ban list, January 1st, so it's probably a completely different format. So yeah, again, guys, if you have any suggestions, you can leave them down below. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lead him signing out. Peace.